Welcome to Thursday Flow, your weekly space for reflection, encouragement, and growth. Now, I was feeling a bit downhearted this morning and sought some inspiration and encouragement, and it just so happened that I came across a Neville Goddard message on YouTube. Now, was that the internet diving into my mind, or was it simply and beautifully the universe sending it to me? I'd like to believe it was the latter. So, what was it that I was reminded of? And yes, growing and expanding is something that we must be diligent about on a daily basis, just like cleaning one's teeth. I was reminded that the biggest battle we ever face isn't outside in the world. It's the one that happens so often inside our minds. It rages inside our minds. There have been seasons in my life where fear, uncertainty, and self-doubt wanted to take over, insisted on taking over, even just spots within the day. And I was reminded that we each have a choice. Now, we don't always get to choose what happens to us, but we do get to choose the thoughts we nurture. Now, the mind is often referred to as a garden. And if we plant seeds of worry, resentment, guess what we're going to grow? Those are the things that will grow. But if we intentionally plant seeds of hope, gratitude, courage, and possibility, over time they begin to flourish instead. And the key to all of this is awareness of what we are talking to ourselves. And again, I was reminded of the skill of pausing and asking, is this helping me become the woman I want to be? Are these productive thoughts? Rather than continuing down the rabbit hole of self-doubt and overwhelm. Now, if the answer is no, I replace it with a thought that serves me better. This isn't about pretending life is perfect or ignoring difficulties. It's about choosing where I place my focus. For me, daily habits make all the difference. Spending a few quiet minutes each morning reflecting on my goals, being grateful for what I have, and reminding myself of the person I'm becoming helps set the tone for the day ahead. Dreams don't become reality through positive thinking alone. They require action. Often, small, consistent actions taken long before we see any results. And when one feels like giving up, to flip it by reaching out and hanging on to the story of R.U. Darby, who mined for gold, and then believing the mine was exhausted, sold all the machinery to a junk dealer for a fraction of its value and gave up. Now, the dealer resumed drilling and reportedly struck a rich vein just 3 feet from where Darby had stopped. And the lesson Napoleon Hill draws from that story in Think and Grow Rich is one of persistence. Because persistence, learning from others, and holding onto belief can make the difference between giving up and discovering the very thing we've been working towards. Sometimes success is much closer than it appears, and informed advice combined with perseverance can make all the difference. How many of us walk away when we're only 3 feet from our breakthrough? We may never know. Every conversation, every healthy choice, every act of courage, every time we keep going when we'd rather quit, we're building a stronger version of ourselves. And perhaps the most encouraging thought of all is this: you don't have to transform your life overnight. Small choices repeated consistently is the key to creating extraordinary change. So today I invite you to pay attention to the seeds you're planting in your mind. Choose thoughts that lift you up. Choose actions that move you forward. Choose to believe that you are the woman you are determining to grow into, to become. Because the life we create tomorrow begins with the thoughts and actions we choose today. Until next time, with heart, Margherita.